What is going on, everybody?
Hello.
It is Spotters here, and welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. When we left off, the music getting dramatic because we went to go face Luis, but it was a trap, a ruse, if you will, and everything's turned against us.
It was a setup.
We turned into a human for a little bit. We're losing the people's will as much faster than we gained it, actually. And we went to go
Not the
save
people's will. We're losing their support.
their support. That's their will, in my opinion. And it turns out that the prince has befallen a murder most foul.
Essentially assassinated.
Yeah, but sacrificed himself to make sure others wouldn't get hurt. But I need to get to the prince as quickly as I can.
The prince is in the prayer room on the lower level. I don't want to believe it, but we need to see him for ourselves.
Let's go.
It's nearly time.
Oh.
What do you mean by that?
For what?
This voice? What you doing?
Jesus, how steep.
Have I waited?
How long have you waited?
Oh, it's the survivors down here.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought it was just that Eugene guy. Oh, hey, other Eldan.
Yeah, there's people down here. Hey, so. Hey, you. Are you associated with the group that's been sheltering the prince? It's all because of them that another calamity has befallen us. Let me get a closer look at you. Are you Elda? I'd heard the prince was the only elder within the residence.
Resistance.
Fuck.
Residence.
The residence, you know.
Pardon? Hold on, did you really come here from outside the sanctum? What's going on? No, that can't be. Are you truly Elda?
In the flesh. Does no one remember me? What the fuck?
Must hurry.
I'm hurrying.
The time has come.
Oh god, what's happening? These resistance members can keep on sacrificing us for all I care. It's not my problem. I guess that came out sounding a little cold. Suppose I can help carry the bodies away. There's too many for the older chief to handle all on his own. Oh boy, fun. Who are you?
Right past this door here is the living quarters. Lady Gruiday made it strictly clear that it's not to be opened under any circumstances. You heard me, hurry along now.
Well then, fun.
All was for this day.
Would you plan this?
There is still time.
Fairies.
We can actually talk to them for once. Hey, what's up?
They're just talking to each other.
Oh, no, I had to get close enough.
Oh my god.
Galaka, is that really you? Oh my god, I was wondering where I'd gone off to.
Oh, thank goodness you're safe. How are the others?
The others? Oh, they're fine. It was just a bunch of people who died. More importantly, Galaka, we have to go gather petals from that flower patch in the forest.
What?
Sure.
Oh, maybe later, okay? I am still on a mission, so now isn't really the time to...
You've changed, Galaka. You've been starting to talk like one of them. So weird.
What?
Huh?
Are you trying to be a person? You're strange now. Listen, you're talking like a person.
What the fuck?
Priestly man. The prayer room is located further in. At the moment it's being used to mourn those who are no longer with us. I pray you don't cause a disturbance.
Are fairies not people?
Apparently not.
They're animals. Prince is just ahead. Are you ready, Pixel?
Let's go.
I was just called a person as an insult, so...
Yeah, that's something. Oh, there's so many people around here to talk to. Oh my god, everyone's just chatting around.
More fairies. Russell! Russell, the prince is...
Oh, I know. For you to forfeit your life in order to save ours. Could it mean that we have truly failed you? There can be no atonement, no penance, no match to match the magnitude of our failure. He sacrificed himself for us despite our failure. The people who brought the prince to this village called themselves simply the Resistance. They feared a name would spread word of their existence. Their numbers have gradually dwindled, and after today's tragedy, Russell is all who remains. All the Resistance now.
Well then. Do I really want to talk to all these people? Probably not. Who are you? I mean, this is just all a bunch of random people.
Onlooker
girl.
Oh, you're all from the outside, aren't you? Hey, mind telling me what's going on right now? Nobody will tell me anything. They all just say, don't leave the house. I know the fires were scary, but it's all too much to be holed up like this. I, for one, have no intention of spending my life running between caves and forests.
Well then, let's see what a fairy thinks over here. Bubbly fairy.
Huh? Gallica, is that you? Wow, long time no see. Oh wow, Gallica, this funniest stuff happened while you were gone. Your friend totally fell into a pond. It was hilarious. And then get this. Are you busy or something? You look tired. We should talk more later though, okay? Oh right, your friend is further in. I think you're late.
Huh.
Man,
All right.
fairies
Well,
are... What about the others? There's more. We haven't gotten to talk to fairies, like, at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna run because I think there was only the ones that were chatting with each other over here that are left while the dramatic music plays. Or was there no more that wanted to talk?
No, there were. It was like around when we first came in.
This is where we first came in from.
Oh, right there.
Oh, there we go. All right.
Tactless.
Oh boy.
Wow, this man-child woke up after such a long nap and then went right back to sleep.
Oh my god.
You've got it wrong. He's not sleeping. Why do you look so sad? In fact, why is everyone so sad? Just play for a little bit and you'll cheer right up. When this person wakes up, we should play together.
Oh boy. Well, it's time.
This way.
Oh boy.
There he is.
Are we gonna, like, fuse with him?
I don't know.
No. Your Highness.
You said he got stabbed? Oh, Hulkenberg.
Why?
I didn't
Holy
realize
shit.
anyone
Whoa.
still remained to weep over this child. Huh? Gallica, you've returned.
Milady Gruade. It's been a long time.
It's been a
May I
while.
ask who this is?
She is the chiefess of this village. The Hermitess Gruade.
She was kind enough to shelter the entire organization when His Highness fled to these woods.
Where's the
I
stab
can't
wound?
believe he's gone. I'm sure
Maybe it was
someone
on his
had
back
us
or they
off
couldn't
from the
model it.
slums. I was never supposed to outlive any prince. Was he killed here?
No, it all happened in the bunk room in the back. We moved him here to the altar once all was quiet. I don't know if you'd believe me, but I received a revelation. Should the prince die, his body should be kept safe and still here until the rightful day comes, even if the boy is but a bastard sired by that despicable man. He is still Her Majesty's son.
Hey, who's this Her Majesty?
Yeah, what?
You mean the king? Wait, who's Her Majesty?
Is that the voice? Is mom talking to me?
The
Yeah.
child's mother. The boy was not brought across borders to us. He was born here, in the ancient sanctum. His mother was our past chiefess, the queen of our Elder tribe. She was a flower amidst the forests, a woman of such beauty, grace, and kindness. She saved this child from the flames. And it cost her her life. Her death is on that man's hands. Like a piper, he wandered in and seduced the young queen with his idealistic tales. But he failed to protect his family and died powerless. The village was only set ablaze because the boy was in the way of the Sanctus Church's designs on the throne. And that insipid king could do nothing to stop them. But you see, this boy, His Highness the Prince, looks so much like Her Majesty. And so...
Do you?
You there, boy. Are you perhaps... no, it can't be. And yet...
And yet what?
Is something amiss, Milady Gruade? He is one of Gallica's allies. His loyalty stands with His Highness, and he has risked much in the prince's name.
Whoa! What's with the formal introduction? You were the one who gave us our orders in the first place.
Hurry.
I hear a voice again coming from somewhere.
Hey, are you okay?
The time has come. Here thou camest to the end of thy journey. This secret place was home to thee.
Does everyone else hear that?
Now,
Nope.
remember thy path.
Joel's like,
Like, oh god, he's becoming a human again.
Road and see it anew.
Oh boy.
I have been waiting for thee to overcome thy trials. Long have I waited for thy return. Know this, his life is not yet ended.
It will become yours.
huh.
This voice. Mom?
This voice.
It all started on that ill-fated day when the usurper thought to extinguish his light. Before he fades away, recount all thou hast seen and felt, all thou hast gained in thy journey's course.
And now look to the past to see the roads I traveled on this journey.
Gallica and thee sought to take the head of Louise, but thy efforts came to naught. So, ye moved instead to join a tournament to decide the land's king.
In the prince's name.
In the
Yeah.
prince's name.
Though thy plan was reckless, thou didst win the trust of the people by the support of peers and subjects alike. Thus, thou didst declare thyself the prince.
It was all for victory.
It was all for victory.
After overcoming many obstacles, thou didst finally lift the prince's curse. Yet by the cruel machinations of another, the young prince
Don't remind me. Is no longer with us.
He is no longer with us.
Thy sole mission was to save the prince. Bereft of him, thou hast no further reason to live.
Hey, wait, what?
Oh my god, then this is where it
That's not true. I'm
ends.
not that
That's
depressed.
not
That's not
true.
true.
If the prince is dead, wert thy efforts all for naught?
Well, you caught me there. He's not dead.
He's not dead.
So thy resolve is yet unbroken.
Well, that was a
So
test.
be it. Thou hast earned the
I
truth.
wonder what would happen if we were like,
He was
this is it.
consumed by the curse and was taken by a deep, abiding slumber. Yet his soul remained alive. So from his earthly form, I extracted his soul, that he might travel the land in Odyssey. And thus his stilled sands began to flow once more. Thy journey hast taken thee far, and taught thee much. So now I ask thee, who art thou?
Is this soul in me? Am I a fucking homunculi? What is it? I
Yes.
believe I'm the prince's friend.
I'm the prince's friend.
Is that truly thy
Oh.
will? Clear your mind and think.
Don't you play with
To
me.
name
Don't you
but
play
a
with my
few.
emotions.
Yeah.
Thy parents,
Yeah, I don't know them.
memories of thy youth.
I've got like one memory.
Hast thou any recollection of where and how thy youngest years were spent?
Only one time reading a book with my best friend.
Yeah.
Yes. Thy memories begin the moment thou befriend the prince. Dost thou suspect the reason?
I don't have a past.
I don't have a past.
As I said, thou hast nothing. Thou art a being of mine own creation. 'Twas Gallica alone who the resistance laid their hopes upon all those days past. Thy life had yet to begin. All thou hadst, all that had been bestowed, was a memory. Thy mission to save the prince. Thy memories of youth in the prince's company, and the void enshrouding all else in thy past. All signs of thy conjured existence.
I have nothing.
Oh boy.
Nay, the words of the prince in thy memory are unmistakably of his true heart. The memories gained on thy journey.
Yeah.
The friendships made. The trust forged. These true things art thine own.
Yay.
All thy trials, all thy experiences wert to prepare thee for this day. To share the strength thou hast gained with thy other self.
My other self?
Other self?
The trust and friendship I've gained has been there to support me. But if they'd known I came from nothing, that I am nothing, would people have stood by me? Believed in me? The same goes for the desire to help anyone in need. How is it that I've touted such a laughably idealistic belief this long?
Accept the truth, and thou wilt face an ordeal beyond any you have yet faced. If thy desire is instead for freedom, thou mayest still abandon thy mission and end it here.
Is that right?
I see. My true identity is...
So I bid thee answer my final question. Who art thou in truth?
I'm not gonna give up. I am the prince.
I am the prince.
Oh boy.
We're just like this whole time.
Oh boy.
What is this? I feel a curious resonance.
Could this be? But how? Impossible.
Hey, what's going on?
What awaits us now?
Oh boy. Where'd everyone go?
This is our moment.
Yeah,
Life
true.
is not yet lost. Thou wert born apart from the prince's flesh, born of his desire to change the world. In his stead didst thou travel the world. Thou didst support his heart, and became his living fantasy. That is thy true self. Thou art everything the prince sought to be, his ideal.
What?
We're an imaginary friend.
I was gonna say.
It all began with the novel in thy possession.
What are we, like some sort of astral projection of him?
Drawn by the divine relic, Magla coalesced into flesh, and flesh coalesced into form. The form of an elder, as I once was.
I mean, dragons are made of maglo, so
Yeah?
why not a person?
The time hath come. Awaken, reborn anew. No more the prince's dream of utopia thou wouldst chase. Nay, but thine own.
Oh, oh, oh. We're doing a persona fusion right now.
Everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck?
It was like, oh, we have several questions, sir.
We literally are the prince now. We're not an imposter.
Eat that, Luis.
Everyone's just
What?
like,
What is this?
fair question.
What's happened?
Thou hast done well to guide him this far.
This voice. I'm sure I've heard it before.
Thy mind should now be clearing. Remember now thy true charge. He was never a member of the Resistance. The mission, the departure, was thine alone. And thereafter didst thou encounter him.
Who are you? Wait,
I'm me.
what am I saying?
In those long ago days, he had just been born into this land. Newborn in form, if not in appearance, the boy needed a guide. Thus, I decided his memories would be thine. Thou wouldst share past and purpose, a memory so crafted to suit thee. My journey to the capital would not be made alone, but alongside him.
No, that can't be. He was there when we got our orders.
I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Fairy infiltrating the military.
No.
Incredible.
But I was alone?
By this choice, he might be saved. By these gentle, necessary lies, we could live to see this day when our dearest wish is fulfilled. As he traveled alongside thee, he gained both strength and wisdom. It is only by thy efforts that my voice reached him. He has now been saved. And so the journey ends here. Thou hast fulfilled thy mission admirably.
What? Wait just a minute. What do you mean it ends here?
You are no longer
From
needed.
here on, thy path is thy own. Choose thy own future for thyself, and may the fates smile on thy journey.
She's like, do whatever you want.
Yep.
How do we make sense of this?
You don't.
Really, you? How? I mean, how do you feel?
Like a prince. Feel lighter.
I feel a bit lighter.
That's gonna take some getting used to. Oh, that's gonna take some getting used to.
He is still himself. But I also sense his highness within him.
Everyone? I need to tell you something. The truth is...
She's like, let me explain.
So let me get this straight. You're saying it's not
His
a matter
face.
of our captain and his highness joining together, but that the former was this disembodied entity sprung from the latter?
Then, that's why he had no memories? 'Cause he didn't even exist?
I see. Finally, I understand the strange feeling I had sensed upon our meeting. What shaped you, so to speak, was the prince's will itself, a part of his consciousness. Yes, the prince's very heart. He was his soul given flesh. Perhaps the form we knew was one shaped by material magla, much like how the dragon god manifests beyond the vessel Drakadios.
A mass of magla with a will. Forget the dragon god. He may as well have been a dragon himself.
I could have been.
No wonder he awakened to an archetype before anyone else. It was no great aptitude for magic. He himself was composed of pure magla.
You're putting it all into the magic
as a
stat.
manifestation of one's
Fitting.
desires.
God damn it.
Similar to archetypes. I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
Glass cannon.
You mean to say that it was not merely pretense to claim the prince's name? He truly was his highness all along.
Yeah.
If that's true, this is finally your reunion with your sworn liege. Seems like cause for rejoicing, eh? Lady Hulkenberg of the Royal Guard.
But I failed to protect his highness.
I'm right here.
No.
Yeah.
I am sure the strength of your devotion had a hand in saving him.
While all and sundry believed the lad had shuffled off, you alone kept the faith, milady. And in the end, that faith was rewarded.
Fate was changed.
Are you really His Royal Highness the Prince?
She's gone through so many emotions today.
Yeah.
Please, forgive me, Your Highness. I failed you when you needed me most. And more, despite being a member of your Royal Guard, I did not recognize Your Highness at our meeting and showed you such insolence.
I pronounced your sentence.
You've always been an ally.
Actually, you've been there for me this whole time.
I still can't get used to that. Oh god.
If we'd not met you, we'd certainly never have made it this far.
This time, I will
protect you. Even should it cost me my very life. I swear to it.
Nah, don't go that far.
Finally, we've done Grius proud. We've really done it.
By the way,
did we not have an accent because Gallica didn't have an accent?
Maybe. To be addressed, milord.
Milord.
Nothing's changed between us.
You can just keep calling me captain.
Why'd you speak normally that time?
No, it was faintly there.
With all respect,
I don't know what to do anymore.
This is no time to be thick-headed, Miguel. He's the one who gets
That's
to decide
true.
what we bally call him, so listen to him, eh? What?
This is a command.
Sir should be begging His Highness for forgiveness on bended knee.
Oh, right.
You mangled the royal runner to your own whimsy, you lout.
She's in full guard dog mode.
I mean, it was all dashed useful in the end, wasn't it? A bit of clemency or...
Nah, I love it.
He's like, help.
It's exactly what I wanted.
As always.
She's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Can you believe this?
It's beyond belief. Not just that a child who'd lain cold for years could come back to us, but through such extraordinary circumstances. After so long in the curse's thrall, he could not even open his eyes. He may as well have been a corpse. But all this time, he had been on his own journey. It was the boy's dearest wish. He spoke of a fantasy of traveling the world, meeting its people, seeing its truths. And without him even knowing, magic made it real. He is a child of Eldan blood and Eldan legacy. All these years he spent in the village, he has rested near the secret of true magic. Perhaps this is how it came to be.
Why y'all looking at a carpet?
His was a fantasy.
This is where he was.
I know.
It became more than a dream, but a self-possessed force acting of its own volition. And now, reunited, Prince and fantasy live anew.
A journey to discover and reclaim the self, in all senses. No wonder he set off the custom igniter in the Royal Gauntlet Runner.
Oh, that makes sense.
Let's
Even
go.
having it all explained like this, it feels like nothing short of a miracle.
You're
I
right.
can only guess that fate had a hand in it.
That's right. I remember, I heard a voice. Guide him, it said.
A guiding voice? What a coinky dink.
A voice? Whose?
If you can't remember anything from before our journey, then we probably met after you'd only just...
happened.
Happened. Right?
Well, when you
I
put it
shouldn't
that
have
way.
known you then. But for some reason, I was convinced that we'd always been together.
We
I
were
thought
convinced
we both
also.
received the order to save the prince, too. Ever since the moment I heard that weird voice guiding me.
A voice?
But it turns out we've only known
Lady
her
Gruiday
a little longer than
mentioned a
Stroll.
revelation.
Yeah.
Hold on. Are we still being mystic and metaphorical, or was there an actual
Metaphorical!
Metaphor.
I know someone was guiding me. I just don't know who.
So a disembodied voice. Hang on. Come to think of it, that sounds a bit familiar for me too.
Oh, and me.
Yeah.
Who do you think the voice belongs to? Any idea?
Mom!
Mother! Sort
I
of.
have a faint idea, but I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, the accent's gone now.
It's gone. Yeah, it's gone. I don't know what to do with my life anymore.
They seem familiar.
I might say the same. When I first acquired this power, I had a vision of somewhere not unlike these grounds.
Does this mean that we've been guided as well?
Perhaps someone has been at your side unseen, watching over the course of your journey. I imagine all this comes as a great shock for you as well. But here you are, back in your rightful place. You have come to the end of your arduous journey and found new life. It is a life well won, grasped with your own two hands.
Chiefess Gruiday, we want to know everything. What is the truth behind your tribe, the Elder? We Mustari are also said to have inherited truths of the world before us. Histories hushed by sanctism. But
this village, it is something altogether different. I myself feel a strange familiarity here. A lost haven underground, yet letting of the sky's light.
Yeah.
Please, tell us. What is
That's
the
right, we're
Elder
underground
Tribe?
right now, but...
To know what we are, you must first know our history. Come to the altar room past the door. I'll wait for you there.
Oh boy, time for big old lore drop central.
Woo.
We're only halfway there.
God.
Isn't there a store that I saw here? There is.
It's
What do you
first
sell?
we had an accent, and then it was faint, and now it's gone.
Yeah.
Quit the state our villagers in right now, so if there's anything you need, now's the time.
I don't have anything to even sell. No, I don't have anything to sell. But what you got here? We've
Just
got
basic stuff.
Yeah, we've got everything here.
Wait, there
was
was
some.
The fuck was that sound?
That was someone making some kind of sound, but most of these are simple stuff.
Yeah.
They're high level, but with no effects on them or anything. Okay. Armor. Very basic stuff. Gear. Endurance +5.
Ooh, what was that last
+5.
one? Endurance and agility.
Very specific there. I might buy let's see.
Surprised you're not grabbing the magic +7.
No, because we've already got something already done with that, so I'm just gonna put that on Bass.
I get it.
Yeah, yeah, you do get it. All right, time for the truth.
Oh boy.
The altar of secret history.
Did you save? Oh my god.
I'll throw a save there. They're in despair because we weren't about to save.
Can't believe it.
All right, literally altar of secret history. Can't wait for
Yeah.
this. All right, buckle up. We ain't done. Oh my god, so much talk. Hello?
Huh? So pretty.
Dozy Fairy?
Dozy.
Oh, that went auto.
She says, oh, it's you, Gallico. It's you, Gallico.
I would say Gaga.
Yeah, long time no see. I'm so happy you're safe.
Long time? Has it really been so long? I suppose you're right.
Wow. I guess you didn't miss me much. It's been several months, you know.
Several months? Oh my god, Gallico's keeping track of time now, is she?
What? What do you mean?
Day, a month, yeah, that's people talk. What does time matter to a fairy? You're almost like them. But I guess that's kind of cool. Oh no, she's having a crisis, yeah. I'm not doing a noisy fairy.
Wow, it's Gallica. I don't know why, but I'm so happy right now. Come on, Gallica, let's play. What should we do? What should we play?
About that.
I'm sorry, but I can't play right now. Another time, okay? What do you mean can't? Are you really Gallica? Whatever though. When you can play, I'll be around.
No, but hello. Hold on, I'm gonna try and talk to another fairy or something.
I guess fairies are basically like, you know, just face spirit type
Still
things.
assholes.
Like they're just
Yeah.
It's like why do you bother about time? Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
I've never felt more at peace than here. I've flitted around a lot, but this village and especially this place is just so relaxing. Don't you agree?
Maybe.
Oh, it's you. Oh, really? There's just this aura that draws us fairies in. Shame you people can't feel it.
And yet...
The village sure does have a lot of fairies. More than I've seen in any other place I've been, actually. Yeah, we don't tend to stick around in one place for very long, but I guess this place is just the exception. Isn't it just like a fairy to find somewhere we like and stay there for as long as we want?
Sure. And then there's stuff on the walls I'm sure she's gonna tell us all about.
Oh boy.
So, let's get into Lore Drop City. Hello. Secret history. Let's get to it.
Does this depict the Elder Tribe?
Elda comes from an ancient word, meaning only the old ones.
Elders! Okay.
It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past. As for our original name, you know it well by now. We were human.
The human tribe. So Luis's words...
There is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
world united. But wait, the ruins on Virga Island, there's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed? Why? How?
I would love to know.
Yeah.
One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla. Or as you call it today,
Magic.
That sounds about right for
Yeah.
people.
Do you
Yeah.
wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on?
So much.
They were racked by division. Over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible. And destroyed only themselves. And
Sounds
any
about right.
idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world and gave way to war. And their age of prosperity came to be called the world before. The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
Humanity was torn apart by fear and anxiety, giving rise to the tribes as we know them.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division. And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was only a matter of a scant few centuries. You understand now, yes. We, the Elda, are the survivors of the old world.
We're built different.
Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
That means the prince has to say, I am a sign of both the old world and the new.
Beggars belief. Tis nothing short of astounding. But then, why do we know these monsters as
Curious question.
Yeah.
At war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Our world became a hell. Rampant Magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to. Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war of magic. Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out.
Jeez.
Even we do not know the full scope of their nature. Regardless,
They used to
when
be
the
like
8
normal
tribes
people.
settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane monsters. Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elda.
How do we explain all this to the people of the country?
Couldn't control its
Probably
magic.
not
And-
successfully.
Wait. How does the Sanctus Church fit in? All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
Take control,
Indeed,
man.
What are magic igniters to you? Tools for the church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark? In truth, it's the opposite. Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes. The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed. But its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic. At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elda denounced.
Classic
I had
church.
no idea.
Yeah.
There's a grim irony in that.
His Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
Yep.
With all that said, You have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind. As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful king.
We've literally got one of
The
each
path
tribe.
of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals, yet with mutual respect and cooperation.
The sovereign's power, thou king to be, entrusted with the will of the people. To bear their hopes is to be their rock in the storm, and to face anxiety in their names.
Thanks, Mom. Are we gonna get that last level thing for everyone now?
Oh.
This feels like an
We're
important
floating.
time for. Oh God.
Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away.
I have items for that.
It begins.
Remember when you jokingly called this voice Mom?
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in its company.
There's a weakness in people. I'm sure there are many who would say that helping anyone in need is nothing but a fantasy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you called this voice Mom as a joke one time.
But realistic or not, I refuse to accept Luis's methods as the alternative. The weak and those who dissent don't deserve to die out as though that's the natural order.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow. What is that?
What the? Hello? Dude.
Luis, look at me now.
Oh my God.
Give me. My determination is to challenge the unknown as awakened heroic embodiment of the prince.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. If no one understands me right away, I accept that. There will still be meaning to showing them my convictions in the fight to come.
Let's fight.
That is my mission.
That's it. I've made up my mind. I'm with you to the end, no matter what.
Aww.
Where's this coming from?
Before we got there, this guiding voice thing told me my duties were over. But what am I gonna do? Just go, okay, bye? Especially after we've come this far together? No. I'm going to face Luis with you, even if it is scary.
Even you've got to cope with anxiety, eh?
I realized something in our travels. Anxiety can lead people astray. But overcoming it makes a person stronger. There's always anxiety in the unknown. I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect with their anxiety. Is that okay? From now on, it's not about orders. I'm with you, because I want to be.
Let's go.
Yee.
Of course it is.
Yeah. I want you by my side until the end.
Yeah, we don't have our...
Yeah, it's gone now.
Stick close to me, okay?
I think maybe the reason why it wore off is because we like resettled into this body.
Yeah.
And
Luis's dark
we
magic.
didn't have an accent.
Yeah.
So it just kind of like
the boy into a
fizzled.
monster. And no doubt he can do it again.
A forbidden spell, turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters. In other words, a destabilizing magic, churning a person's magla into a snarl beyond control. This man named Luis, he may have his own past in this ancient sanctum.
Luis has been here? What do you know of him?
What do you wish to know?
Oh boy, that's
Everything.
a loaded question. Tell me about the
Luis.
man of the hour.
Who exactly is Luis?
Every time I heard of his doings
Who
in the
the
wider world, I felt more and more sure that Luis is from this village. His knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts, they're all beyond a mere soldier to begin with, however prodigious. As it happens, a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire, there was one by the name of Caradrius.
Interesting.
Family of hunters, I believe.
It's the name of his runner.
In an effort to better heal the ills of the people, They had studied spells much like the ones he now exploits. The details are long since lost to the fire. But if Luis bears our legacy, that may be the reason for his vast knowledge.
Wait, what about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw? Do you think he actually wants to turn everyone in the kingdom into humans?
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once, and none that can be cast quickly.
Even if it was possible, I don't know what it would accomplish. But this is Luis we're talking about. Who knows what he's thinking?
What do you wish to know?
What's the spell?
What's the spell?
What is this forbidden spell?
The essence of magic is in the control of Magla. However, just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control. That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia. Just as the humans of the ancient war once were. In every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves to their anxiety, suffer, and thus, the power of magic is born.
Pardon me. You mean to say anxiety is the source of all magic?
Bro, I'm a superhero.
I was gonna say, why am I not the most magical person on Earth right now?
Fucking for real.
Anxiety or fear. By certain means, it may be kindled into power. That is what we call magic.
Yes, I have generalized magic disorder.
The anxiety in our hearts that we gain the power to overcome it. Magic is a natural process, and anxiety is its invaluable, irreducible fuel. But in turn, those burdened with more anxiety and fear produce more and more Magla from their hearts. Without the willpower to face your fear, the Magla overflows. Uncontrollable by magic, it can give rise to strange and terrible happenings as it manifests.
You right.
With the world embroiled in chaos. These outbursts of swollen magic may be happening all across our kingdom.
'Tis the answer to everything.
Yeah.
The melancholia crystals. The beasts driven feral. The very land is erupting with the weight of its people's fears.
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then anyone might be next. He said he became a monster because he's elder, but that wasn't the complete story. If what you say is true...
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. If Luis so chooses, he could turn anyone into a human monster. Yet as long as you have the strength to confront your fears, even this transformation may be defied and overcome.
But if he would turn people into humans, if in the unlikely event that happens...
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only be hatred. If Luis is truly from this village, then their fire would have cost him everything. Such unjust tragedy could easily beget a thirst for revenge.
That would explain why he hates the church.
Wielding a magic that twisted life into something terrible,
killed Forden
instead of uplifting it. Indeed, it seems the opposite of an archetype. A truly dark power.
Who goes there? Someone flees!
That's him. The malformed assassin who struck at the prince.
Oh.
He's bound for the woods.
Who struck at the prince?
After him!
No, he said struck at the prince, but
Yeah.
something. He struck at the prince! Oh, man. Well then. It's fascinating. Oh, boy.
Man, are fairies immortal?
I mean, I don't know, but they technically should be able to live for a long time
Apparently.
in a
So
technical
like, why are you
state.
worrying about years and stuff?
Or it's just the fact that they're supposed to, they just are
They
aloof
just
and
don't
don't
care.
care enough.
Yeah.
Oh, time to speak
Russell,
for
is
once.
everyone safe?
We are. We've had no casualties, however, we were swept aside like pebbles unworthy of even a glance. I could do nothing but watch. I was powerless against him.
No.
There was little else that could have been done. Responsible as they were for the downfall of the Resistance, any move we might have made would have resulted in needless sacrifices.
I believe the intruder sensed the power of the prince's awakening and came to investigate. I don't know why he would have run away, but surely he has a plan.
Tread carefully, please.
To tell Luis.
But he's like, oh, fuck. Luis, oh, fuck, you won't believe it.
Ready?
You'd be like, this isn't what was supposed to happen.
Hold on. No, I don't want to go quite yet because...
Someone was watching us. They ran off.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to see it.
Did you see that?
What?
Looking like Gojo over here now.
Oh, my God. God damn it. Where is the... Oh, is that it? Oh, yeah. Let's take a look.
That's cool.
Oh, let's take a look. So, So, yeah, more easily be stunned more easily in overall combat. Heroic slash. I don't quite want that because that's a physical thing.
Yeah.
But, hey, finally light magic to all enemies. Increases casters everything by 3 ranks for 3 turns.
We block light and dark in this.
And no weaknesses. Hero's Cry adds 4 turn icons, only used once per battle.
Ooh.
Resist all affinity other than Almighty. And Royal Slash. Interesting. Interesting.
Oh man, those heels. Did you see?
On what, us?
The prince. Look at that.
Oh man.
Those stilettos.
Go off. Alright, that's neat to know. I can inherit 4 skills just off the bat, and I have so many things, but I would have to build that one off camera
what
or
about
something.
everybody else's things?
I mean, they're all normal, so.
I know, but like, what about the end game stuff that we unlocked like forever ago?
It'll do it when it's ready.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would do that for
That's
everyone
true.
because it would all feel some weird fucking power takeover. So.
Yeah.
All right, let's go beat up Zorbo.
It's Zorba.
Zorballs.
Did you
Hey, buddy.
save?
Nah, it's fine.
What? You didn't save?
I may have. I don't remember.
So it was you behind the attack.
Indeed it was. I killed the prince, though he died all too easily. And the odd thing was, his aura felt awfully similar to yours.
He kind of had to
so
die.
I decided to bide my time a while and listen. And it's a good thing I did. There really is something strange going on. Are you the prince or not? Whatever your answer, I must report back to Lord Luis.
You're gonna stop right there,
Any
actually.
idea what Luis is really scheming? If he becomes king, everyone in this country is doomed.
If that is what Lord Luis so desires, then I shall see it done.
I forgot how much of a fanboy he is.
How blind your faith in him is.
I suppose it's just easier to follow instead of thinking for himself. He's forgotten anything he really wants.
What do you intend to do? The crown is too heavy a burden for your reedy frame.
Reedy frame.
Bitch, look at you.
King, who will save the worthy. And you are nothing but a powerless imposter, only fit to be sacrificed.
He is no imposter, fiend. His Highness has finally taken his first steps on the road to victory.
Hey, would you
Here
dye your
at
hair
his
and put it in
journey's
contacts?
end, after enduring these countless hardships, he has become a true successor, a true ruler. Because he knows the people's suffering firsthand.
Well, imposter or not, it's all the same if he's a corpse. And so I shall return the prince and his dying legacy to the underworld, where they belong.
Oh, that thing.
Bastard! I wondered why you ran away, but it was all to lure us straight to this monstrosity.
Keep your guard up. The Melancholia is fueling his magic power.
We've come too far to be stopped by something like him. Let's put our power on full display.
Hell yeah.
Kill him.
Oh, they're just giving it to us right
Yeah.
now. Power newly. We're not gonna tap. Prince surges forth.
Guy shows up again just when we've unlocked some new power. Kinda feels like fate by now.
Like it's a game or something.
Time for a new fight. Stay on your toes.
Okay, you now change it out as you wish.
Wow.
As you act with supportive synthesis skills, it has unique traits not found by other archetypes, but none of its skills can be transferred.
All right, let's take it down
Okay.
and then get after Zorba.
Oh, we've got. Oh, that's a lot of synthesis we've got
Yeah.
available. I mean, I want to use a synthesis instead. Let me see what I've got available to me.
Oh my god.
Let's see. So we've got that. Can we get? So only the human and the apples are there. And the like. But let's see what we got here. Extreme physical to 1, extreme fire to 1, severe dark to 1.
Yeah, because of the wild boar's Basilio's fire art is Yeah, see? If you go up, you can see them.
Yeah, I see when they're swapping out and everything.
Why are there 3 royal guard or royal
Because there's
swords?
one for each of them, apparently.
Oh.
Darkness. That's like mass dancer stuff. Interesting.
No, this won't work.
Oh, that damage boost against human type monsters. That's our. Okay, well, let's fucking throw it in his face. Woo!
Nice.
This is the path I must.
Yeah, we can summon the undead king now.
Ooh.
I want to do it.
But will dark magic do anything to him?
I don't know, but we're finding out. Look at that.
Oh.
Yeah, do your jutsu.
Whoa. Damn.
Yeah, it'll work.
I'm ready.
He's got more things as well. Alright, but you can only do so much. So, do a little frenzy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like the look of that.
Oh my god.
Are you gonna eat an apple? Of course you are.
Ew. Don't lick your hand.
We've got to do something about those apples.
I forgot it does that.
I call upon royal power within.
Thunderbolt.
Let's
oh,
go ahead and hit everything that we
yeah.
can there. So.
Right on time.
No more apples for you.
I won't hold back.
No more apples.
I'll cut through.
Stop that. Bad.
I'll make it applesauce, bitch.
Here I go. It is your turn. You missed.
God damn it!
Come on.
You had one job.
Did you hear Gallica?
Oh, there's more apples.
Knock them off again.
She said, Yufa, come on, focus.
Yeah. God damn it.
Let me handle those apples.
Okay.
Have Gallica knocked down apples to keep the foe from healing?
Fuck it, sure.
All right, leave it to me.
Don't die. This is where a thing in the game
Now
splits.
it won't heal itself anymore.
Bro, she just
Alright.
did a thing for free.
Get in there.
Let's go.
Get wrecked.
Why couldn't
Get
she
wrecked.
have done this,
Oh, I didn't.
you know,
Holding back.
in fights sooner?
They didn't have apples, and she's just really interested in apples. So,
A tough one.
I shall do my best. Souls of
well, if only my physical was higher, we'd probably be doing.
Uh-huh.
Oh Lord, you'll hit this time, right? There we go.
But you're like, no, all match. It's fine, though.
Oh, getting more turn icons. Okay.
Here comes another
Wing
round of
regeneration. All right.
legs
Oh, he's getting his legs back. Of course.
We'd only just taken them out.
trivial.
It's okay.
Trivial.
Basilio can take care of all that. I think that mist will help us. Yeah, it will.
Whew. Get him.
All right. Frenzy.
Get him.
Tough one.
I'm okay with
Are you
that.
prepared?
Are you prepared? No, you're not. You're dead as
No
shit.
more apples.
Especially when I crit you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Permanently no apples.
Instead, it's going bananas. Okay.
A halfway decent result.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Excellent. I've grown more powerful.
Does it seem that I've grown strong?
I'm better and
yep.
stronger.
Yeah, you are.
Elvira's like, oh, it's my thing.
The
won't work.
bastard got away.
I say, you chaps boggle the mind. It's no mean feat to fight on even footing with a human.
Thank you.
I'd hoped as much. You may yet have the power to face Luis at his full strength.
Damn right I do.
Good to see you're safe. We've certainly taken these powers a long way. Maybe we thought ourselves invincible, but don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe. In a manner of speaking. Everything's going according to plan.
Still, what's our next move?
Yeah.
The people think you a monster. We'll not find any public backing like this.
Alces once said that His Highness the Prince was a soul born into adversity. He is royalty and elder both.
Yeah.
Heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. He is water and fire, in condemned conflux. When the day comes that His Highness may be revered as the good ruler he can be, then the world will truly be free of prejudice. And that, he said, is why we fight.
In his own words, huh? We have to fight for what he believed in. All the more reason we can't turn from this.
Right.
Years of prejudice won't go away overnight. Nothing could accomplish that. But if you don't believe things can change, they never will.
Come what may. My life is a shield raised in your highness's name. Are you prepared to fight Luis to the bitter end?
Let us fight together.
Yeah.
Fight him together.
Yes. By our efforts, we will stop Luis's reign.
If he ends up king, he'll be sending all traitors to the gallows. Not just us, but any innocent folks he doesn't find use for.
We've lost too many lives along this journey, and if Luis has his way with the world, such partings would become all too common. We have to stop him.
Look, I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him, right?
Into a pulp.
Yeah.
To dust and bones. I hope you'll sing a victory song.
Look forward to the victory song.
Finger guns.
The way he said that was just, oh my god. Looking forward to the victory song.
Yeah.
I'm still amazed. You really do look just like your mother. Truly, you are a child of fate. Your mother, she loved your father and you with all her heart. The injustice that befell this village is not your fault. But listen well. Once you leave this village, you cannot return until you have fulfilled your ambitions. After all, an old crone like me can't take care of you forever. If you want to overcome your hardest challenges, you'll have to face them yourself.
I've already been doing that.
Fate is in your hands. Please, put an end to the tragedies of humankind's failures.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you. For everything.
Our final battle lies ahead. We cannot lose. Yet, before all else, His Highness has only just awoken. Let us rest in the gauntlet runner for today, and advance to the royal capital tomorrow.
Aye aye.
Ugh.
At
Aye
night.
aye, said the prince.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? I was convinced we'd been together for a long time. But I can't believe we've only just met. The beginning of my journey may have been a false memory. But my journey with you and the memories we've made, those are all real.
Yeah.
Well, guess I'm repeating myself. But I'm glad we're working together.
Yeah. Likewise.
Likewise. I'm glad to be your ally.
You should have said stay with me forever.
Though, I guess our toughest challenge is next.
I'll let her do what she wishes. Having overcome her trial, I can sense newfound conviction from Gallica as both an ally and a friend.
The mystical fairy,
Our besto friendo.
Gallica. She who still keeps the virtues of the mage. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Alright, we got two new little mage sublines.
We've got the path to tomorrow in front of us.
Elemental
and I'm gonna
Master.
lead the way.
And Warlock.
Ooh.
Now there's going to be again extra turn icon. Okay, cool, sweet. I'll take that. There they are.
Dude.
Alright, there's Elemental Master.
Whoa.
And there's the Warlock.
The
Okay,
heck?
that's terrifying.
When things get tough, remember this magic. The music meant for you will play in your head.
Why am I hearing Moore's song? Is the
Yeah.
magic the music Gallica cast for me once? Now that I think about it, they have helped me in ways I didn't realize.
By the way,
we know
the
this
chiefess told me something about your novel. Apparently your parents gave you that book when you were still just a kid. I wonder what your parents wanted you to get from reading it. What they hoped for you, I guess. I suppose you'll have to find out for yourself.
This book is the legacy of my parents, the late king of Uchronia and the queen of the Eldan sanctum. Perhaps the utopia depicted in this book wasn't a mere fantasy, but Ideas of the old world passed down in the sanctum.
The part we're reading today is the last chapter. It's about the ruler of this ideal world. Let's read it together.
So
Sure.
Who was more?
Is that like our like half brother? Like from before Dad came along? And a different
the
dad?
last chapter is about the ruler of a utopia. The one who governs this utopia must have an unwavering will. To maintain justice in this world, there are innumerable obstacles to overcome. Yet, as long as one lives by their ideals, those who support them are sure to follow. A utopia is not the creation of a single mind or a single power. It is a world shaped by all its people. The last part sounds a little more metaphorical. There's a little more.
Next page.
However, even a utopia may one day fray at the edges, and its people may come to conflict over the question of what is right. What is a true utopia? What is a true ruler? None have yet found the answers to these questions.
Then true utopia has never been achieved. The so-called utopia depicted within the novel was based on the old world, but fell into ruin and was destroyed by war. So if this book traces the trajectory of the old world, are these truly the ideals we're striving for? It seems rather the opposite.
So even the author of this book struggled with these questions. And if you become king, you'll have plenty of tough questions and struggles to face yourself. Lady Cruaday mentioned the king was a real idealist when he first arrived at the village, but little by little, the pains of reality crushed his hope. And he even lost his son. In the end, his will was broken. He didn't lift a finger to stop the church's rise to power.
Yeah.
With that in mind, I can honestly see why people would be drawn to Luis. His values are radical and cruel, but he's devoted to them. Unshakable, even.
Yeah, tell me about it.
We can't lose either.
He knows what he wants.
For the sake of everyone who has believed in us along the way.
Even if I were to win the throne, there's no guarantee my idealistic vision would ever come to reality. Right. And yet, what choice is there but to believe in them and fight on?
Yeah.
The alternative is to accept that nothing will change.
You've got the power to change the world. And the one who gave it to you was, well, yourself.
And a little bit of Mom.
And that's what I'm going to help you with. That's my mission. My real mission. And I'm going to see it through.
I know you will. After discussing the novel and our ideals with Gallica, I close my eyes. And I feel like I'm gonna go someplace. I'm waiting for it. It feels like a perfect time. Yep.
Yep. What the fuck happened? He's just...
Oh, this is interesting. Academia seems to have been summoned by Moore in a dream.
I saw what happened. So, you found a way to unequivocally shape your destiny.
Guess you could say that.
As far as I know, there is no record of your newly acquired archetype ever being used, even in ancient times.
I made my own, bitch.
An archetype whose existence was only theoretical, known to some scholars as the magic of true sovereignty. Indeed, a power of legend. I once said that to be Elder was your inescapable fate. However, it seems the truth was more complex than that. Magic is a process by which we confront fate and tame anxiety. And archetypes are its essence. They are manifestations of a resolve capable of heroic virtue. So then, what do you think is the foremost, most inescapable fate a person must bear?
Taxes.
Not really sure.
Rent.
For me to be me, and for you to be you? Or something like that.
Indeed. It is birth that is inescapable.
True.
You cannot choose who you are born to. And once your familial place is determined, that fate cannot be changed. Yet by some strange tangle of destiny, you were given a choice that the very act of existence denies most people. By your own will, you were born again as a prince.
Yeah, dude.
You stand on the threshold of truly becoming
A ruler.
He's like, do you get this? Like, do you...
Bloodline's chance, nor as a mere authority over people. You have taken control of your life. You are ready to rule your very self. That is what it truly means to be a hero. And it is the crux of the power that has awakened within you. What glorious coincidence indeed, that I, as a scholar of archetypes, might cross paths with and witness such a remarkably fated boy. It almost bespeaks.
Indeed.
Oh.
'Tis his hands that bear our fate.
Who? I remember. I know that I know this voice. Had I forgotten it all this time?
Oh boy.
Yes.
What's happening?
I swear I've heard it before. And I let it slip from my mind. Who are you? You with this voice that moves hearts. Speak. Who are you? Why have you awakened this boy to his power?
If it is answers you seek, then go and claim them.
I'm kind of locked up in here.
Yeah.
Could you be?
As for you, I bid thee awaken.
What?
Move onward to thy final ordeal. Take thy place at the final proving of the ascension of kings.
Sorry?
My consciousness faded away and I was sent back to my sleep. I'm reminded that Moore was the author of the fantasy novel. Has Moore visited the ancient Eldan sanctum? Is Moore dead?
On,
Ow, my
the
ears.
age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, I've got to get used to that.
Oh, that's cute.
It is.
It's us now.
It is.
Gallic's just vibing.
Okay, all our preparations are just about set. Now that this is actually happening, I've got some pre-show jitters.
All this royalty? It always felt they lived in a different world to the likes of me. Never figured I'd be walking alongside one myself.
And that we're besties.
It's proof that bloodline decides nothing. We are one people living in a shared world.
Looks like this is gonna be our last mission. Any final words you want to say?
Gubernatorial.
Don't get reckless.
Stand strong. Don't get reckless out there. Don't do anything stupid.
It falls to us to fight with all our might.
Yeah, but not recklessly.
About the new stuff you've felt and learned since becoming the prince. Can I ask you one more thing?
Sure.
Why is it that you want to be king? It's not about honor or power, is it?
It's the people. To protect
Oh
my
my God,
country and its
some
people.
coin would
Some
be
coin would be
nice.
nice. I heard they're rich.
I want to protect this country and its people.
Can you imagine if you accidentally fixed that?
God.
As your knight,
I'd restart the
I
whole
will
part.
ever serve you with all my soul and ability.
Well, I guess this means we're ready as we're gonna be.
Ooh, can we move now? Oh, can we save?
Not from here.
Oh.
I've got to go.
Let's move.
Oh, that's
Gotta do this.
Let's go back to Grand Trad. We'll stop Luis this time for sure.
Let's go.
I doubt all in Grand Trad will give us a warm reception. Still, we should. My God.
Yeah.
Oh, it was on auto, so it went through. Whoops. There we go.
Where is she? Oh, okay.
There it is. I highlighted it.
Should we choose not to fight, then Luis's victims only pile higher. Dear God,
Easy to
that's
say will
really...
help anyone, but doing it's a whole nother thing. All the more reason we gotta prove it's serious by putting our lives on the line.
We'll lead by example. Besides, it won't be the first time we've crawled our way up from the bottom. Started from the bottom. Now we're here. Started from the bottom.
After having made so
now
many
the whole team's here.
the group has gained new powers and ascertained new truths. Their arch enemy, Luis, already has one hand on the throne. Even so, they march ever forward, spirits rekindled by battle. They head to Grand Trad, for the fight is far from over.
You're only halfway down the game.
Oh God. I would cry.
That Eldan boy is nowhere to be found. I suppose it's only a matter of time until Luis takes the throne.
Where's the knight guy?
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, I don't see the general.
Yeah.
The voice of the pro-Luis faction became too overwhelming.
Oh.
He was ultimately forced out of his position. Why is this happening? Even if the Sanctus Church's favor has collapsed, why is it that Luis alone is reaping the benefits?
The public mind is the same as it's always been. It's too difficult to find answers in themselves, so they follow those who provide. We've certainly relied on that ourselves.
It's always easier to follow than to have to make all the risks yourself. Now that we are out of ideas, what can we do?
Can you imagine Luis on the throne? Can you imagine what he'd do with us? We'd be the first on the chopping block. Do we hide? Run? Our ships are in port.
Is this really the time for idle chit?
He just walks in.
All right, Batlin.
Who are you?
How do you
Just
get
a
in there?
passing wastrel. Thought I'd drop in for a word since I was in the area. You might have one way to survive.
Back the prince.
I was gonna say he's a homie, so.
Back us. Sway the people to our side. Oh boy.
Bit of light reading.
Well then, let us depart.
Lord Luis, your pardon. We've encountered an unexpected snag. I killed the prince in the Eldan village. I confirmed his death, yet it appears the boy candidate has merged with his corpse. It seems the prince is now resurrected.
What'd you think about that?
Resurrected?
Yes, and what's more, the boy candidate was the actual prince after all. Something about his soul having traveled independently and then returning to his corporeal body.
I see. So his ideal form was spun from Magla. Whatever the case, this means the land's true prince has reawakened in his sanctum. How interesting. After these long years, my chase may finally come to an end. My nemesis awaits.
Interesting.
Lord Luis, what is it about that bastard that fascinates you? Yeah, I won't let it end like this. I have to do better. I need more power. I will show Lord Luis I am worthy of his gaze.
We'll
soon be arriving above the royal capital.
He's jealous of us because he wants to fight us? What the fuck?
I don't know if it's that. I think it might be because I think he actually is either he was an elder or he just somehow as himself, you know, was part of our tribe and was in the sanctum before.
No, because he has horns. Remember, he was adopted.
Into our tribe, or?
I think so.
Because, I don't know, but either way,
The story goes is that he was adopted, but I don't...
But, well, he was there when everything went haywire.
He's a Clemar. So.
Yeah, but he was there when everything was burned down.
Yeah.
And apparently, and his parents, the Caradrius family, died and all of that. So he's most likely angry about that and probably blames us because we're the reason the village was burned down. So there's probably a bit of a jealousy tick mark on there. He's gotten rid of a few of the other ones involved for it. But if we weren't there, everything would have been fine. So of course we're probably on the blame list for him.
I'm just saying that, what's his...
Oh yeah, he's just
Zorba's getting all worked up.
I mean, he just doesn't understand why he's so obsessed with us, but I'm just saying the reason probably why.
As planned, increase altitude and enter the royal palace in the sky.
Are you certain? We'll be heading directly to His Majesty, the former king, and...
Rest assured, that old fool is powerless to stop me now. Proceed.
Understood.
Let the final banquet begin.
Banquet.
Are we eating?
We having food?
You having a buffet? You got fajitas on the grill?
Come on, any takers? Any bets for the other candidates?
Wow, we have like nothing.
Remember,
Yeah,
Luis
it's going
loses,
bad.
A silver coin could turn into mountains of reef.
What are you trying to say? You think Count Luis is going to lose?
Oh no, of course not. I'll just say.
I'll call that bet. All in on His Highness the Prince.
Thanks, bro.
Damn, that's his life savings.
A Sanctus bigwig gambling away his tides? This really is the end of the world.
Didn't know his esteemed princeliness had any supporters left. I mean, he's not really the prince, is he? Was actually a monster in disguise all along. Haven't you heard the news? The times we live in, I tell you.
Must be tough, being an easy mark. It didn't take much for you to buy everything Luis was selling about the prince. The fireworks went off the moment he said, "Behold." Remember? You don't think there's any chance Luis orchestrated the entire thing?
Oi, churchman! You saying Count Luis lied to us?
I
think
kinda.
he cast some big illusion?
Technically.
I mean, it's more of a plan than he
What
did.
if I said it's a power more dangerous than that? Always struck me as odd. We all know Luis, the mighty human slayer, but how does he keep finding the things?
Oh, he keeps
one
fucking making
He just keeps
them.
making people.
Seems a bit convenient, if you ask me. Like he knows in advance where these monsters will appear to cause havoc.
Easy to nitpick and gripe about him, isn't it, churchman? Maybe someone needs to shut you up.
All right. Let's keep things civil, eh? No sense becoming a monster yourself.
Oi! What's all this fuss about?
Damn it! When Count Luis is king, you'll all be the first at the gallows. You'll die just like Forden.
Well,
Oh my
yep,
God.
Go get him. Have fun. Like, well,
Well,
that's a day.
they're probably just as anxious as the rest of us. All that yelling and thrashing helps fight it off. Humans have been sighted near the capital, after all.
It's more than that. Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now, but this might be the spark that lights the kindling. Luis's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's fair to an extent. Those of us pushing the status quo have always struggled to understand the appeal.
Even then, everyone's on edge. They'll jump at any excuse to argue and snarl at each other. Never seen it this bad. Not normal, I say.
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand. If we don't find some common ground soon, it'll collapse beneath us.
Almost like everyone's feeling anxiety.
Yeah.
Luis left saying that he'd be waiting at the royal capital. Only one place he could be. All eyes are on his Skyrunner as it rises to the flying palace. What are we about to see?
Oh, ain't that the question? Are we gonna see a save point? Nope.
No. God.
The royal palace. It's been a while.
Shut up.
Do you hear me, O king? Stubborn and deathless? This country is distorted. You and the other titled authorities decide who grows fat and who is devoured. The country knows no war only because our very core is built upon a system of societal predator and prey. It cannot be defied from within. That is peace, but not order. Hand over the royal scepter. The game is over. The country needs change, and I will provide it.
Thou impertinent faith.
Oh.
Hast thou no shame in preempting the day of judgment?
Do you presume yourself a god? Is that why you wrought your face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing. Just an ordinary, broken old man.
How wouldst thou wield the king's magic? To what end?
To purify all that your kind have left to rot. You threw away your ideals, but I will never make that mistake.
Only the people's chosen may take the throne. The royal scepter and its resting place remain beyond you.
This royal scepter, the royal magic. Did you think that only generations of kings were aware of their secrets? Why someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single scepter? Why only those supported by the people can use it? Listen well, O king. The truth behind the royal magic.
You fucks.
Huh. So it's true. The country truly is putrid with sin. In other words, if I took hold of it now, then I would have the power to change the world itself.
How didst thou learn of this?
How?
I read it in a book once.
Oh, okay.
Fucking knew it.
Thou art Eldan.
You were not always blind to this country's rot. When you visited our sanctum, I saw and knew the passion in your heart. And yet, what happened to our village? What happened to this country?
Oh.
Oh, God.
You cannot stop me any longer. Nor can anyone else. Save one lone possibility.
No.
I wonder if he's gonna end up shifting into a human monster, and that's what we have to fight at the very end.
I don't know. I don't think...
Snatching victory
I
from
don't know.
the maw of catastrophe, the party descends again on the royal capital, Grand Trad. But they are greeted
I'm not saying
only
he would
by
change on
ominous
purpose.
skies. Their return hardly counts as a triumph, considering how they departed. Anticipating conflict, the Gauntlet Runner comes to a quiet stop.
Can it come to a quiet save?
Ow, my ear. Oh my god. Well, technically just saved.
What the hell's wrong
So-
with the sky?
Did it say saving on the bottom left?
Oi! That monster boy's come back!
I thought that's what the little Gallica thing
That's
was.
why the sky's grown so hellish.
Not necessarily.
Half-dead bastard returns with his head held high.
Yep.
A more aggressive welcome than I expected. Would any introductions help them to understand?
It's useless. Words are cheap. Still, we should walk with pride instead of trying to keep our heads down.
True enough.
I'll try my best.
His Royal Highness, the Prince, returns. Luis distorted his form through strange and terrible magics, but the curse is now dispelled. His true form has been restored.
Oi, if that's really His Highness, then tell us why in His Majesty in the sky stop all this bloodshed?
Cause he's an imposter! Just like Count Louis said! You'll not fool us again, beast!
Oi! Calm down. At least listen.
And you! Never thought I'd see one of the Magnus brothers standing against Count Luis, even the thick one. He took in a Paripus like you, and you spit on him. Scum! Only thing traitors deserve is a tight rope and a stiff beam.
Ooh!
And you want us to support the prince?
Lady Juna, I can't believe this. I admired you. Why would you risk dying alongside some fake prince?
Wow.
I don't intend on dying with anyone. Besides, I'm still me, whoever I'm standing with.
Hey, you chief! Weren't you the wretch who got kicked out of the knighthood? Now you're with this pack of throne chasers. Shame. Shame!
Ring the bell.
Wow.
Shame.
Musari
Shame.
girl! You ungrateful pagan! Count Luis brought down the Sanctus Church for you! How dare you strike out at him? They're all traitors, I say!
What is all this? The truth of the prince hardly matters to them. Every one of them's only concerned with their own emotions and nothing else.
We'll have your heads on pike soon enough. Leave! Get out of our royal capital!
If they're just monsters, we can deal with them ourselves. How about it?
The bard.
This is bad.
Oh boy.
They really are out for our blood. Has everyone gone insane?
Yes.
Oi, over here! Don't bother with them. No talking this one out. You need to run now.
Okay.
The sad part is, I had an intrusive thought, and I'm like, it'd be so easy to kill all of you.
I know, right?
like it would, but
We weren't away from the city that long. What happened?
yeah.
Why are all the people so bloodthirsty now?
We were gone
The
for like
prince
what?
turning into a monster
Couple
before
days?
their eyes still lingers
Yeah.
in their minds. After all, a monster entered into their society disguised as a person.
No, that's not.
I know, it's not true. But truth and how it appears to the citizens are different beasts. Moreover, humans have been sighted closer than ever before. The royal capital's populace is unused to danger, so they've become suspicious of each other. How fares your neighbor? Do you run in circles with monsters in disguise? Are
Oh,
questions on the tip
God.
of every tongue.
Yep.
Ever since Forden's death, Luis has everyone on a knife edge. He's erratic, And nobody knows how he'll react to those who defy him if push comes to shove.
Still can't save, huh?
At the court, people are scared witless.
I'm
and they
asking.
cling to
No.
Luis as a savior, rather than the devil he is.
You well know that Luis cares not one whit about social status, especially as a token of birthright. No amount of wealth or standing can buy his protection. So even those who may have opposed him at first now counsel that condemning him would be imprudent, as it puts their safety at risk.
Then we're stuffed. He won't save anyone. And oh yeah, he can create humans, by the way.
Oh, that's all true then. I have my suspicions, but it's still a bit of a jolt. This all said, in my humble opinion, what we're seeing in the people now has been in the works for some time. Now, has the tournament for the throne truly ever been a fair contest?
No.
The Sanctus Church bent it to its whim, and I abetted that. To my shame.
It's okay, buddy.
Before I met you people, I didn't have much to me but anger and quips. I'd rant and snipe and have my cynical little discourse, but I'd only looked to others for change. Now maybe that outlook's our real enemy. Blind fanaticism, like I had. Even if there's no malice to it, it's a dangerous thing. Hard to think clear when your mind's a muddy stream.
We've been told Magla is born from people's anxiety. Perhaps the proof is now before our eyes.
Kind of ironic. But we have to do something about it. If we don't, they'll never listen. We'll only ever be seen as an enemy.
Yeah.
I had the inn prepared. They won't let anyone in but you lot. Let's head there for now, shall we?
Let's go!
That'll be nice. Don't have to try and like teleport the runner somewhere and hide it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Can we save?
After this.
Neris is heading back to the Gauntlet Runner. Seems like the city has calmed down, at least a tiny bit. We have a hard time wrecking our Gauntlet Runner, but we still shouldn't chance it.
All right.
We should make our way over to the Hushed Honeybee. Everyone else has already gone ahead.
Well, you know, we're going to go to the Hushed Honeybee after all of that lore and craziness. Next time.
Jesus.
Oh, man. We made it.
That was a really long part.
Yep, that's what these games are fucking infamous for.
That's really, really long. Really,
There's probably going to be more of those, especially when we get to the end of this. Probably going to be like 2.5 hours of bullshit.
Stretches of just story and like just cinematics and.
Yep.
Good boy.
But you know what? We're making it to the end, chugging along, and it's also not question why the sky is fucking red and crazy.
Yeah,
that's just happening. So.
Yeah, you know.
It's normal.
Yeah,
you know, just happens every Tuesday. Idols Day.
Just another Idols Day. Yup.